Education Interim Committee held its final planned meeting of the year today, hearing reports on the state's efforts to address educational gaps. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian has a closer look at what the data showed.
At the state capitol Monday, the State Office of Public Instruction gave lawmakers an update on some of the educational gaps that still remain among students in Montana. OPI provided updates on the programs aimed at tackling these gaps, like the one facing American Indian students. Between 2019 and 2021, the percentage of students scoring at least proficient on the Smarter Balanced assessment and on the ACT fell for both native and non-native students. But the gap in proficiency between the two groups remained evident. For native students in the 2021 school year, 55% of reading scores on the Smarter Balanced test were in the novice category, compared to 24% for non-native students. In math, 64% of native students scored in the novice category, compared to 29% of non-native students. Graduation rates for Native American students were down slightly last year, and leaders believe some of them may be taking longer than 4 years to graduate. Carrie Gopher, OPI's Director of American Indian Student Achievement, says leaders have been working on addressing issues that affect these students differently, like historical trauma and community grief.
To address the tidbits that, as a Native American person, that we can't talk about. How do we help our people heal from this grieving process when we can't even speak about it?
Representative Fred Anderson, a Republican from Great Falls, said he found the results for all students to be troubling.
And I think that's certainly fertile grounds for more discussion and some proactive action.
OPI also discussed a gap in proficiency between Title I schools, which serve large numbers of students in low-income households, and other schools. It's especially noticeable in 3rd through 5th grades. OPI leaders acknowledged that the numbers they shared are already changing. Later on Monday, the agency released updated assessment data for the 2022 school year. We'll take a closer look into those numbers later this week. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.